Good evening, everybody. Fellow travel professionals and friends from the US, it's a pleasure to see you all at the US Summer Soiree. I'm delighted to be here in the beautiful Shelbourne Hotel this evening, representing the Irish Travel Agents Association as we celebrate the wide variety of destinations across the 50 states. I have to say, I feel very privileged to be seated where I am this evening. I was sharing a table with Ambassador Claire Cronin, with our own Clare Dunne, new CEO of the Irish Travel Agents Association, and our very good friend, Pat Dawson, recently retired CEO of the ITAA. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge the interest and support Ambassador Cronin has shown the travel trade here in Ireland, and also thank you to Julianne and the team at the Embassy. It is tremendous, and your support is very much appreciated by myself and by my colleagues, so thank you very much. Travel trade events like this offer a great opportunity to Irish travel agents and tour operators to meet with a range of travel experts and learn more about the United States. They offer opportunities to network, opportunities to grow our market offering, and opportunities to grow our knowledge of a market that is very familiar to us, but still has so much to show. The relationship between our small green island and the world's most powerful country is both special and unique. Historically, connection between the two countries were formed through Irish emigration to the States, which helped to develop and strengthen the bond between us. There are 300 million plus people in the US, and of those, 30 million are of Irish descent. So the market opportunity for both business to the US and from the US is quite phenomenal. There's great opportunities for us to send people to the US and for the people in the US to send people back to Ireland. There has been a long love affair between the USA and Ireland where travel is concerned. Our members proudly offer packages featuring many of the destinations across the States, and we definitely understand the appeal. Regular travel trade surveys show that the US is the third biggest destination for Irish travellers. It is our biggest destination outside of Europe. In total, there are some 28 direct routes to the US across the 4 main airlines, which is to 16 cities being served with a direct service from Ireland, not forgetting the indirect options. And signs on it. For the first 6 months of 2023, we're running at close to 90+% of 2019 levels for the USA. Pre-clearance of US immigration and customs before you ever set foot on one of these flights is clearly helping grow traffic between Ireland and the USA. However, I have to say the presence of our American friends here this evening gives more reason. Access to superb accommodation, great recreational facilities and phenomenal experiences. So again, on behalf of the Irish travel trade and on behalf of the Irish Travel Agents Association, I want to thank you for bringing that to us and for giving us a very worthy product to market to the Irish consumer. I think that's very, very important. Thank you also to Travel Media for organising this event. It's a great forum to meet our suppliers. Thank you to the staff here this evening in the Shelbourne Hotel for looking after us all so well. You know, the Shelbourne Hotel was where Ireland's first constitution was drafted. Here is the place to make agreements and forge alliances. Tonight's event offers both travel agents and suppliers the collaborative chance to do that, to learn more about the changing needs of the market and how to please our customers. Finally, I would like to thank the Irish delegation in the room this evening for your support over the past 2 years. This is close to my final event as president of the ITAA, a roller coaster of a term with the fallout from the pandemic and the challenges of rebuilding our industry. I'd like to publicly acknowledge 2 people for their support during my term. We were very much a team. Thank you to Pat Dawson for his outstanding role as CEO of the ITAA. And thanks to Clare Dunne, who was ITAA Vice President and offered exceptional support and best wishes, Claire, in your new role as CEO of the ITAA. In conclusion, let us look ahead to the further development of travel to the United States and more great events like tonight. Have a great evening. Thank you all very much.
Thanks. Clare Dunne, the new CEO of the ITAA, present all